We've all got demons, but I got a feeling yours and mine might get along. Oh, cause here in the darkness, I can see where your heart is, cause your love left the light on. If we put together all our broken pieces, make them fit until all that we see is what we are, because all that I need is you. Yeah, you. You're the miracle I've been wishing I would collide into. Oh, for all of my life, been saving all of my time for you. So you got time for me too. 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 Closing the curtains, so tell me you're certain this is what you're looking for. You got your hands on my body, and there might not be anything I'm wanting more. Oh, we can put together all our broken pieces, make them fit until all that we see is what we are, because all that I need is you. Yeah, you. You're the miracle I've been wishing I would collide into. Oh, for all of my life, been saving all of my time for you. So you got time for me too. 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 If we put together all our broken pieces, make them fit until all that we see is what we are, because all that I need is you. Yeah, you. You're the miracle I've been wishing I would collide into. Oh, for all of my life, been saving all of my time for you. So you got time for me too. 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 Yeah. So you got time for me too.
You think I'm an angel, honey, but I ain't that innocent. But I ain't that innocent.
Well, coming down the stretch of Highway 11, back in Timmins, but not in the office yet there, Kinsman.
Not quite.
No.
After all the miles from Thunder Bay to here, you're like, hell, I'm not going into Timmins tonight.
No, yeah, I'm back to the place where you can be able to hear the dogs. You're going to be hear the dogs on the show.
Dog's probably happy that you made it back, but a good trip there and back. You had better weather today than we had the other day there.
Well, we had sun all week.
All that fun stuff. And it's funny, you had a better forecast than us. We had rain a few days there.
Yeah, we had sun all week in Thunder Bay, but that's a long drive, man. Especially I'm traveling with my son. He just sleeps the whole time, you know.
Bad road. If you're going to be the passenger on the road, you at least have to stay up and maybe make a bit of a conversation.
Yeah.
The ones that fall asleep are terrible, especially probably right when you left Thunder Bay too, right? And, where 7-hour drive, he's out the first 10 minutes of when you backed out of the driveway.
Oh, thank you very much, Barry. Look, I'm looking a little tired from the road trip, but I'm doing well. And he sleeps the whole time. Then he's like, yeah, that went by pretty quick, but anyways. Made it back, and then tomorrow's a big day for us because we are going to be putting the lettering on our windows.
We're putting lettering. Yes, we need to use precision.
Oh, that's not our skill set. So
no. If you see the photos on the wall in the background there, hopefully I've got better precision for the front window. People are going to drive by and say everything's all cockeyed there.
Thank you, Louise. If you're driving down 3rd tomorrow by the Broadway and you hear some cursing, that's just Mark and I outside trying to get things leveled.
Trying to get things level, and you've only got one attempt with these window decals that we're putting up,
right?
And of course, we're too cheap to hire anybody, so we're going to do it ourselves.
There we go, pal. All right, so Lucas Denis, he's involved in a pretty big song. Did you know this?
I did know this, and Lucas wanted to come on the show and tell us all about it. And in fact, we were just chatting before the show. When you get your ears on this song, it is a nice piece. And again, Lucas, the co-writer of this song. So we're gonna chat and find all the ends of this track, which has finally come to fruition for him. I know he's waiting in the wings now. He's waiting in the lobby. Should we bring him in?
Well, let's tell people this before. We're going to be giving away a ton of these, but tonight 2 passes to the Fall Fair. There you go.
2 passes. Rock We Sell hooked us up. We have 20 to give away between now and September 10th weekend, and we're going to give away 2 of the weekend passes now. So that's good for the entire weekend.
There you go.
Both days.
What is that? A Saturday and Sunday?
That's a Saturday and a Sunday fair. We're going to be a part of it. They're bringing back the tractor pull, so you and I will be a part of that, and all sorts of fun stuff at the Fall Fair. But again, it's always nice to go when you don't have to pay anything. And again, we're going to set someone up with these.
It's always nice to go when you don't have to pay anything. Right. I don't know what you're doing since I'm gone. Now you got pictures on your on your heater or something now.
No, the funny thing was that was in a bag. I put it up there and it's still there.
Yeah.
From the bag.
I'll have to see
it's better there than it was in the bag. So
I'm scared to see what this office looks like.
We're making progress here.
I don't know. I'm scared to see what it looks like. Anyways, pal. Okay, so let's bring Lucas on. You ready?
Let's bring Lucas in. Lucas Denis. Hey, Lucas.
Right. There he is. Now, what is this? A Calgary Flames t-shirt there?
Yeah, I'm a Flames fan.
Flames fan.
Heavy disappointment this postseason.
Yeah, it was a rough summer for the Flames. A rough summer.
Yeah,
they just hired Kadri from. He used to be a Leaf.
But that doesn't.
They snagged him from the Avalanche there. So you've got a cup winner coming to your team there.
No,
so
but that doesn't replace Kachuk. No, I don't know. Flames. It's way better than seeing a Leafs shirt or anything. So I appreciate that.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
yeah, that's right. How are things going on your end?
Oh, day by day, it's going good. It's obviously some positives going on here with the release of that video and song.
Yeah.
Yes, which we're going to talk about tonight. Everybody wondering what Lucas has been up to. And if anybody knows you close enough, Lucas, they know you've been working on a project now for many years, and it's finally, it's all coming to fruition here. So.
Yeah. Been writing music at different moments in my life, and it's nice to get these pieces finished and have them published and out publicly, so I can see people's reactions. That's one of the best things, is to see the reactions of people, and it's oftentimes very humbling to see that,
especially when you're the one who's co-written it. So when you see, I guess you have to have tough skin when it comes to co-writing a piece. Because I guess you have to take the good and the bad with it. But so far, reviews online for this track, which has just over 7,000 views, by the way, on YouTube, have been all positive. So yeah, you must feel good about this.
Yeah,
I do.
So let's chat about the song, then. I want to chat about your writing process after. But so False Utopia. So I was chatting with Lucas, and I'm like, well, let's also bring the artist in, but the artist is actually from France. So this is internationally spawned. So tell us how this connection was all made.
Okay, so there's a lot of little moving parts, and believe it or not, this all started about 12 years ago. We had a band, and we formed it, and we had several musicians here locally in town join us. We had a lot of fun with it. It was a great experience, and we wrote all the music together, myself and my partner Ray. So he's like my music writing partner. We tend to work together. Ray and I, we're a pretty good team. And then anyways, so we wrote all the music for Fragmented Mind. We actually had Lisa Fremin as our singer at that moment. And we were having a great time. And then after releasing the album that we had back then, Ray and I wrote more music, but because of just real life events that prevented us from doing more, those pieces got kind of put on the back burner. So fast forward 12 years later, you know, I'm on Facebook and I have contacts on my Facebook page with other musicians because I'm the kind of person where I love music. I listen to music all the time. I'm always like critical of it too. It's like I'll sit down and I'll listen to a song and I'll actually pull it apart and I'll try and think of things in my head. And I'm just that kind of person. And then, but yeah, no, I saw some stuff about this singer, Angèle, and I messaged her, and this was a while back. I messaged her and I was like, holy crap, man, you've got a voice. Like, she has a voice. So we talked here and there. And then it just so happened that we got into a little bit more of a personally talking about each other. And it just came to be, well, you know, maybe we can collaborate together. Maybe we can do a little something together. And I was just like, really? Yeah. You know? And so, yeah, jumped all over it. And it worked out incredibly. And, you know, we record actually some of the music here. We have a place where we record music here, and then the music that we were able to record, we send it out, and then, you know, we have remotely other musicians and like her do other things elsewhere.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, it's super cool, like what you could kick off in Northern Ontario and, you know, span across the globe. So it's not, you know, we've talked to artists before, you know, writing a song is not like what you see like in the movies where someone gets inspired and boom, like everything comes together. This is a long thought out process, correct?
I would say you'd be surprised. I think that a lot of really big songs do kind of off the cuff come out of artists. And I do think they get an idea and, you know, they know what they got to do, but the actual recording part of it is a process because you got to record all the instruments. Then you've got to edit all the performances because as a studio ready song, there could be like little artifacts, which is basically like little noise in the background that maybe you could hear if you really pay attention. So you got to get rid of those things from the recording by editing it. Then there's the mixing of it, the mastering, and, you know,
so many moving parts to a song. And of course, when you're very critical of the song, like you said, you can dissect just the average song. So when you're sitting there listening back to your own track, you're probably, you know, peeling back the layers and saying, you know what, you want to have it perfected, right? And of course, it is perfected. If anybody's looking at our comment thread, we just posted the link to the song now. It's on YouTube now, just shy of 7,000 views. Go have a listen and let Lucas know what you think of his song.
Yeah. So Joanne, who just joined us, so this is Lucas Denis, and he's a local musician, but he's done something really cool. He's written a song that is amazing, called False Utopia, and the artist is from France. And like Mark said, he posted the link to the song on YouTube, and it's getting a lot of acclaim online. Yeah, it's an amazing tune, actually. So
I just want to clarify. You know, together we collaborated, and like there's a project that we've got going on. She's the singer. And when it comes to writing the song, I co-wrote it. It's a combination of myself and my partner, Ray Vachon. And I do think it's important to give him credit because the guy's a brilliant musician. honestly, I don't know if I would work with anybody else in Timmins, honestly.
So have you worked with Ray have you worked with him for a while, or was this your first
No,
collaboration?
we wrote an entire album together with Fragmented Mind. That was all him and I.
Oh, right. Okay. Do you, you've played in the past too. What do you prefer, the playing or the writing?
I prefer the playing. I can't play anymore, but I do enjoy writing. I do really enjoy writing. And it's funny because when Lisa started getting her music out, she was one of the people who tried to inspire me. She was talking to me. She's like, I really wish you would start writing again. It might do you some good to do something to get involved in music. Mm-hmm. And she was absolutely right. But it's not so simple, because as a writer, you're sitting here and you're like, well, if I'm going to present anything, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do it right. It's going to sound good. It's going to be awesome. I'm not going to just settle for, just whatever. So I also had to have the tools, but the universe spoke to me. So I had that conversation with her. And then, a few days later, I'm having a conversation with Angèle online. She's like, yeah, we can collaborate. And I'm like, could the pieces line up any more perfect?
Right. No kidding. Right. Especially with the talent of an Angèle. And here she is saying, you know what, she's offering her voice for your piece, which is, absolutely stellar. And, we were chatting before, hopping on tonight's show, Lucas. And I said, wow, that the lady you have for vocals, who is Angèle, phenomenal singer. And again, she is the perfect piece for that piece.
Yeah, no, she had it was incredible. Yeah. I've known what those vocal melodies were, like the singing lines. I've known what they were for 12 years. I changed the lyrics a little bit here in a more modern, like, I guess now today when we reworked it, I reworked the lyrics a little bit. But I know how it goes, but I only heard it in my head. I only heard it when I would like hum it. I never heard it. So when she recorded it and sent it back and I heard the vocals, I was like, oh my God. Like, I couldn't have been a better voice. Like, it couldn't have been a better pick for that piece.
A better pick for that piece. And we were joking because you co-wrote it. You've got pieces of yourself singing it now. So can you still go back and listen to your versions of this, or is Angèle's the cream of the crop now?
No. I would avoid my interpretations any day. Yeah. My vocal talent is I've lost it. Let's put it that way. So.
You're right. So talk to me about your writing process. Do you have your own secluded space? Are you outdoors? Are you pad and paper traditional? Are you iPad? Because everyone sort of has their theme that inspires them, or are you a mix of all?
Yeah, it's a little off the cuff, Sometimes you get an idea. It's great with technology. Like, we can carry our smartphones around with us, and it's like, oh, I got an idea. I'm going to pull up my phone and I'm going to record this idea. I'm going to hum a little idea or a little something just to document it, to remember it. Because if I don't, guaranteed tomorrow, I'm not even going to know what my idea was. It's gonna be gone.
Voice notes have kind of given the upper edge to any aspiring artists, because you can jot it down in a heartbeat now.
Yeah, so that's one. Then if I have an idea, I oftentimes sit down and I write a little something to it in terms of a lyric, and then I sit there and I really think about, as much as possible, like, what instruments belong in this piece, like what sounds should be in this. And then once I do that kind of thinking, then my partner, he does his own individual, like, you'd have to talk to him to know what he does on his own. And then, we meet up and then it's like, oh, hey, I had this idea, or, hey, I wrote this lyric, or, hey, I did this, or, hey, I did that, check this out. Right. And then, we start putting it together, and it's like, we've gone as far as building sounds. Like, we literally have sat on the PC or a synth or a keyboard and started building the raw sounds. We have another song that we're working on that it's getting vocals recorded soon.
Okay.
All the keyboard sounds in that we built from the ground up. They're all raw sounds, and that is a science all in itself, is how to make your own sounds.
It's interesting because Billy Joel often says, they said, what's one thing you don't like about your music? And Billy Joel says the lyrics. He says lyrics ruin songs. He said if it was up to him, he'd be an instrumental guy, he says. But he also said, I always write like the music part first, and then the lyrics will just fit in. Yeah. So is that your process also?
Half. I mean, half. I have lyrical ideas that I'm thinking before, but it has no structure. It comes out really freeform and really raw, some of the writings, and then you have a song, and then you're thinking of melodies, and then you're looking at the lyrics, and there's a lot of revision. There's even recording False Utopia. We had the song, and we were like, you know what this song needs? This song needs some classical guitar. So now all of a sudden we're recording classical guitar for it, and it's just like, and we actually have some of the musicians who recorded parts on False Utopia. They've actually worked for some very big names in the music industry, but I tend not to advertise it because you don't really pay attention to the background musicians. Typically, the average listener, they hear the voice, they pay attention to the lyrics, they just listen to the song as a whole. Yeah. But we do have the one musician has toured at some point, I'm not sure details, with Ed Sheeran. And the drummer at the very beginning of her career played with Taylor Swift. So there you go.
That is really cool. I know as a Motley Crue fan, when they recorded Dr. Feelgood with Bob Rock, there's the last song on that album, Change, which I love. I believe Bryan Adams is in the background, and I'm pretty sure Skid Row, at least Sebastian Bach. I could be wrong on the last name, but he threw in just background vocalist that's very faint, and I always thought that's super cool because it can change a tune of a song. Alice Cooper did that with Aerosmith in one of his ballads, and it's just faint, right? But it really changes the dynamic of a song. It sure does. Especially when you've had people been doing this, on the top of their game for a long time. So I'd say that's a pretty cool and proud accomplishment to be collaborating with them.
Yeah, it's been something, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So what's next? Are you continuing to write?
Yeah, we're continuing to write. We're focused on, like I said, there's another piece that's on its way. So a lot of our focus is going onto that, but we have a tendency of having a game plan, usually like the last time we were together working on music, we sat down and just talked real briefly about different ideas and what we could do and what we would try. No. And it's almost impossible to plan anyways. You just kind of got to go with the flow. It just comes out naturally.
Fly by the seat of your pants. And again, you were talking about Lisa Freman, who kind of gave you the inspiration to start picking up the pen and writing again. Any plans of maybe revisiting maybe a collaboration with Lisa down the road, because you guys were a part of Fragmented Minds back in the day. Is something like that maybe in the future for your fellow bandmates?
I mean, it's possible. I've talked to everybody back from the band relatively recent, actually, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Everybody's kind of got their own thing. I don't know. Maybe something would happen in the future where I do some writing or work with her on a song or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. And there's no way that she would even know. And one of the biggest challenges in recording is recording vocals. Recording vocals, to be in a space where you can record them well, and you can capture what you're trying to. It's not easy. It's you never know. I don't like to say no, but I don't like to say yes. I like to see how things go, and then once I have something more definitive, then I can say yes or no.
There he goes. Well,
there you go. That's a great answer.
I love it. There's so many talented artistic folks in this community, and we love having conversations with them. Hey, from a business sense, most people say I do it for the passion of the music, but just talking business sense, the money's in the writing. You know that, kids. This is why Michael Jackson bought the rights to the Beatles, the Beatles music. Right? The writing's the real money in the business. But I think Elvis he never wrote anything, but always got his name on a song, though. That was the deal. Elvis,
or they just assumed it was with Elvis, and that's where he.
Yeah, Elvis gonna sing
500 people make the track, and then they all just remember Elvis's name because it's Elvis.
Yeah,
right.
Well, different times, guys. The way the industry worked back then versus now, it's a completely different beast. Can't even compare it.
You definitely have to. It's a totally game changer. The kids these days don't even know what buying a CD is anymore. Never mind, cassettes and 8-tracks and all those things. Hello, Sherry. It's very nice. But it's definitely a different game. So is your music like one genre, or would you branch out to anything? Like, would you write country music, for an example? Or have you written country music? Maybe you have.
So we have not written country music. I wouldn't bet on hearing country music from us. Mm-hmm. I would say we used to be, myself and my writing partner, we still are to some degree. Like, I know I am. We used to be big metal fans and hard rock fans and rock fans. That was like something we enjoyed, but times change. You get older, you start appreciating new and different things. So now I would go as far as saying that, we would probably go from pop to rock to, dramatic theatrical music, like soundtrack music from movies, going into classical big time. Both him and I are big classical fans, actually. He's got the guy I write with, he has a huge background in classical music, and I love it too. And so we are a little all over the map, and we're even experimenting with electronic music these days. So yeah, like the sky's the limit, but probably not country or rap.
Yeah. Broadway musical. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I would like to collaborate with someone on, like a musical. I find it's genius. I love the music where, like, they take a song like from the 70s, but they mix it with like a current beat, like a remix. Baz Luhrmann, like, speaking of the new Elvis movie, they do that in there, and I find it's like a sharp way, because every generation thinks their music's the best music out there. Every generation,
of course, they do.
But I do like people who could bring a modern flavor to a classic. I think that's genius. I don't know how they do that. I'd never be able to do that, but I think that's genius. Did you ever like think that process, or is everything that you do like, I want it to be an original idea?
Yeah, we try to be original. Like, we try to do something creative and fresh, but with how much music has been released over the years, it's very difficult to do something truly 100% completely original. So yeah, it's true. Like, but it's hard it's hard because, sometimes if you have a bunch of songs you played in the past or written in the past, and those songs were successful, it's easy to get stuck on that formula because you saw success in it. But being innovative and being original is probably a whole new process, because you're sort of challenging yourself to go out of the box. Yeah, I think that was like the only rule we made when we were starting to write again, is just, we don't want to do the same thing twice. Like, we want to do things that are different. And we've already discussed about what we're going to do differently here for the next piece we're going to work on. We actually have a decent idea, but again, it's going to change. It's going to evolve. It's going to, by the time the end product comes in and we hear it, I'm going to hear something completely different from what I had in my mind, because, and it's important. I'm best advice I can give a musician is always have somebody, if you're writing, who you can refer to or defer to with your music, that they can give you feedback, or that you have somebody. You don't want to just show everybody, but you want to have somebody who you can bounce things off of.
Okay.
It makes such a huge difference. Like, I've got a partner that he's got a great musical background. So us working together, we're able to do it amongst each other. That's great. That's great. But it's so important as a musician. Like, there's a lot of people who just do what they do alone. But even if you write music alone, it's just good to have somebody that you can go to and be like, hey, check this out and tell me what you think. Like, having that opinion, that point of view is so important, because unfortunately with music, it matters what people think.
Yeah, it does. Of course. Right?
But again, it's good to have that criticism there.
Yeah.
Well, it does matter in the terms of, if they like it, they'll listen to it more.
That's right.
They'll stream it more. They'll download it more. Definitely, you have to think about the public perception in this business, because you are writing. You're not writing the song specifically for yourself. You're writing it for the public in a degree, right? You want people to like this and put it on their Spotify list or iTunes. You do to agree, because you want it to be out there for someone to enjoy. It is entertainment.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I actually wrote that song for you, Jamie.
Oh, wow, I appreciate that. I knew we were going there. I just knew it there. Should write a song about Timmins and their potholes.
Timmins and their potholes. Well, here's we're just talking about great view counts out of the gate. Just shy of 6,700 views in your 3 days. Like, you only premiered it back on the 18th, Lucas.
Yeah.
And it's only on YouTube right now. Is it available on Spotify and all the major social media sites?
It has, I think, gotten on there now. I think when I checked last, I know it's on Apple Music. I think when I checked on Spotify, I did see it there. But I'll be promoting that. I mean, we can put it up. We can put it up now, but we're going to promote that a little bit. We have other things that I know are happening in the background. So we'll see what happens, and we're going to promote it when we have people who are seeing it, instead of, like, if I post it right now, there might be a few hundred people who see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather post the information when I suspect that there could be quite a bit more people who would see it. That's all.
Thousands upon thousands of people watching. Yes. Yeah, very true.
Well,
but right now, just shy of all. Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to hit the 7,000 view count probably in the next couple of days, if it's already at that mark in 3 days. So you're definitely trending in the right direction with it.
Yeah, it'll climb, and so with marketing, people do different things at different times. It's like something happens, and then a bunch of people see it, and they go watch it. And then, if you don't have anything lined up, if you're not doing anything to promote it, well, that counter is not necessarily going to move. You have to actively reach out to so many different sources all the time, because you want to keep the momentum going. And if you don't, it's just going to sit there. And, you'll get a few people who really like the song who will be like repeat listeners, and you'll get the occasional new person, but you really got to push it for it to grow.
Got to keep pushing, yeah.
Good. Well, amazing. Congratulations to you and the whole team behind the song.
The whole team, Angel, fabulous on the vocals, and of course yourself, Lucas, and Ray. Co-writing this a beautiful piece, and again, seeing the comments from Joanne saying what an amazing piece it was. So you're getting some comments just on viewers from tonight's show who haven't seen it or haven't listened to it until tonight.
Yeah, I think if people go and take a look, if people take the time, it's a little less than 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes basically, but take the time to go listen to it. I would say I feel comfortable and confident that 95% of the time the person's going to really like the piece. That is my belief. So it's worth checking out.
It most definitely is. All right, amazing. We'll definitely keep in touch. I'm I'm going to throw this on my streaming list now. I have listened to it a bunch of times on YouTube, but
it's very, very nice
we'll
to
keep
listen
in touch. And the next time you do get inspired to actually write a song for me, please message me any time of the day. Anytime.
Okay.
Right.
Jamie's caught in a pothole next single.
Perfect. I'll take
Make
it.
Joanne happy. She just said, write a song about potholes. So
Yeah. Well, listen, I was in Thunder Bay all week. It's potholes there too. So it's just Northern Ontario.
It's Northern, yeah.
All right, man. Have a great night.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks
bye.
a lot.
See you, Lucas. See you, buddy.
All right, there, Kingsman. Lucas Denis doing it all. Amazing. Yeah, the song's beautiful. Like, it's tremendous. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. And it's nice to see local folks making a big dent in the entertainment scene.
Yes, making a dent in the entertainment scene. And again, it's nice to see that he had ties originally with, and still does, but started a band with Lisa Fragmented way back in the day. So it's nice to see that they had to part their ways, and due to health issues for both of them. And now look at them. Lisa's tearing up the charts, and Lucas tearing up the chart with this one now.
There you go.
Back doing what they love.
Yeah. All right. So a couple comments here. Where was I here? Barb Burkett. Yeah, you look tired. Yes, exhausted. Absolutely.
Yeah, 7 hour drive.
1,000%, Barb. 1,000%. And someone said that let's see, you got a bad sunburn again.
I don't know. Was I sunburned? I was out at the park with my boys a lot this weekend. So
you've been sunburned for like 2 months.
Possibly. Now. I've been sunburned all my life. I like I said, I can burn under a light bulb, and the light bulbs here in the studio don't help us out.
Yeah, it's the light bulb. Okay, sure. It's basically just a sunburn, but yes, Joanne, we still have one ticket left for a Blue Jays trip. We depart this Thursday. Week. Yeah. So Joanne purchased a ticket but can no longer go. So there's one seat left. If you're interested in going, we'll push it this week. The Jays took 3 out of 4 from the Yankees this weekend, or 2 out of 3.
I think didn't they?
They did not win today.
3 of 4, but I think they're like 4th or 5th win in a row. So they're playing some.
They lost today, so they're in a tight.
Did they lose today? Okay.
Yeah, they're in a tight wild card spot. So. While I was gone, a lot of things happening, especially on the weekend. So let's start at how did the Filipino celebration?
Yes,
go, right?
Filipino Fiesta was absolutely amazing. Estella in Lady Luck Restaurant, they know how to throw a party, and we were joking in the video that in the Philippines, it's good news. It's actually good news when it rains. I said, Estella, I know, rain is good luck, but not this much. And we had to, had a tornado warning to boot in the middle of that video. Now, you can hear people yelling in the background, "Hey, tornado warning!" But we still went through the video.
Is it good news or good luck when it rains?
I think good luck.
Good luck when
it happens. But she says, she was encouraging people to come down and dance in the rain, which they did. And then everybody took the party indoors, which if you've never been to Lady Luck Restaurant before, it's a really, really nice little, it's a very intimate little restaurant. And again, if you've never had the Filipino cuisine, which my boys, she introduced my 2 little guys, the pickiest eaters on the planet, the Filipino hot dog, and they enjoyed the hot dog, and they enjoyed some of the desserts they had. So again, my boys were hanging out with Estella and her crew. It was good.
Good luck. Robin Allen says, good luck. Rained the whole day on my wedding. I was told that. So there you go. It is good luck. So the Warriors also put on a fundraiser for a young lad in the community. And
Atreus Dumoulin. And that was yesterday. And yes, it rained a bit, halted the ride for a little bit. But great day, the Warriors Hard Rock Timmins chapter. They joined at Mikey's General Sales up on Airport Road. And they raised a lot of money for Treos and his family. And thanks to all who stopped by with a donation, took part in the run and the ride, and, of course, made a big dent for their family. If you read the ticker there, the money raised is helping to assist with Atreus's cranial orthopedic treatment plan. And believe it or not, out of all the things that are covered under the health plan, the helmet and the skull cap that he needs to wear, because his skull can shift, and it will shift a lot. They don't cover that under healthcare. So again, a very pricey piece of equipment that he needs.
Oh, geez. I'm glad that was a successful event to help out him and the family. Then you had the Dare Family Day in the park. Did you avoid rain for the whole family day in the park?
You know what? Here's the funny thing. Okay, Francine and everybody, we were kind of iffy. We're gonna have that post. We had that post that said we're gonna make our final decision by noon. We were down at the park and we said, you know what? There's no rain now. Let's inflate everything. Let's see what happens. We had it planned that if it was going to rain, we were going to, keep it going for maybe 1 or 2 hours. But it actually stayed dry. It actually got hot. The sun came out just for that little span of time, and then it started raining the minute we closed things up right after 4.
Did you said on the live you tripped over an extension cord? I hope the whole inflatable was coming down. Did you?
They were setting up the rock wall, and I tripped over as I was panning back to the park, hit something, and I'm like, okay, broadcast just ended. I don't know, so I just refired it up again.
Yeah, you can't be left alone. Janice says you want a grumpy teen in a cast.
Yes, Abby is wearing a cast right now, so our thoughts are with Abby. It sucks, I know, but she will get through. I'm pretty sure they're in the midst of trying to get a walking cast. Once you get the walking cast, it'll be tenfold, so many times better.
There we go. Joanne says, Brooklyn is competing next weekend in the Nationals for wakeboard in Shelburne.
Remember, she won that last year, so she's going to defend her title. So good luck to Brooklyn McGinn. We're going to be rooting for you.
All right, pal. What else is shaken and or bacon in the community?
I want to talk about this. Remember, we had Lisa Fromette. Speaking of Lisa and her tie with Lucas on the show tonight. Lisa's new album or new song Fly is going to be released on Friday. And also she's now into the top 5 for the opening act contest. And she got the call on Friday that she won the quarterfinals. So she is now solidified into the finals. And that top 5, they're actually, this is the nitty gritty now, where voting will start for these top 5 tomorrow. And we need to vote like we've been doing to get her to the top in all the categories because, yes, she could win. And she's got now a 1 in 5 chance of going to the Hollywood Bowl and performing for the opening act, which is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, that is awesome. All right, so let's get our votes out there again.
That's it.
Use the hashtag Fall Fair. We're going to give away a couple weekend passes to the Fall Fair here shortly. We're going to thank the sponsors. What else are you yakking about there?
I wanted to talk about this. Fall swims. I know we don't want to talk about the word fall, but fall swimming in the city starts Tuesday at 8:30. Register through City Hall. You can call them 264-1331 or again, stop by City Hall.
When you say fall swims, this is to register for swimming lessons?
That's like fall swimming, yeah. So they're going to kick off the fall sessions as of Tuesday.
What level are you in? I saw you at Gillies Lake.
Yeah, I'm in Tadpole still.
Yeah, I saw you in Gillies Lake. All right. What else?
Anything else? I want to talk about this. The Risk Takers, Dan Glosser and his crew, they've got a Soup for the Soul coming up next week.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be on Friday, the 26th, and Saturday, the 27th from 6 to 9 at City Hall. They've got lots of clothes to hand out. So if anybody is in need, send them to City Hall. And, of course, the Risk Takers always there helping out the less fortunate, which I think, Dan's one of the coolest cats on the block there. Always giving back. And again, the Risk Takers giving back right across the country. That amazing program. Yeah.
We love them over there. All right. Are you ready to thank the sponsors?
Thanks some sponsors. And we're going to give away, hashtag Fall Fair. Look at that. Rock We Sell hooked us up with 20 weekend passes, and we're going to give away 2 of them tonight. So let's do it. And a shout out to Sebastian Vermat and his team, the Cooperators Timmins, joining us again for the next little while because they want you to focus in on your TFSAs, your RRSPs, your mutual funds. And again, go check them out. Their new digs And they've got a new sign on that new building now, 239 Wilson Avenue in Timmins. Give them a call, 705-264-4395. And again, free quotes with Sebastian and his team at the Cooperators. And take a selfie with this guy with the hashtag MiniPotFun. You have a chance to find this sign between holes 7 and 8. And you have a chance to win weekly prizes. Blew out 6 free passes. Families won last week. We're going to do the same thing again tomorrow. So be watching our Facebook page for the hashtag MiniPotFun for the mini putt and batting cages. And come drive with Lucian Transportation as we gear up for another season behind the bus. And yes, school season just around the corner. They're going to need new recruits, $2,000 for a sign-on bonus, and current drivers pick up a $1,000 recruitment bonus if they recruit a new driver. And again, come drive for Lucian, 705-360-4090 today. Contact Pat and her team to start driving. In Midtown Bowl, getting set for their grand reopening on Friday, starting at 12 noon. Huge door prizes, hourly prizes, tons of fun to be had. The live draw is going to be shortly after 8 Friday. And again, that's Friday the 26th, and we'll keep you posted on that. In Focused Vision, how about Kristen and her team teaming up with one of the newest eyeglass shops on the block on Pine South, 8985 Pine Street South, Timmins in Unit 101. And again, Focus Vision, the glasses expert, 705-531-7979. Go check out their new offices and their new showroom at 85 Pine Street South today. In Plant-Based Marché, what will they have this week? One of their big specials, the Dream Team. They had meaty lasagnas. And again, they've got all sorts of neat stuff there. And it's all plant-based. Meaty lasagnas made with gluten-free rice noodles. So if anybody has gluten intolerant, issues, well, it's gluten-free. Just ask for, some gluten-free help. And again, they've got a wide selection at Plant-Based Marché, 175 3rd Ave in Timmins, 705-221-1755. And go check out the Dream Team. And the Timmins-Temiskaming Community Legal Clinic signing up for their Kids Backpack Program. This is a great program to help out low-income families here in the city. So if you need some help with back to school, backpacks, all the school supplies, reach out to that number, 705-267-0300, or visit their website, timminslegalclinic.ca. When we were chatting on this the other night, 140 to 150 backpacks are ready to go. So if you want to be a part of those backpacks, inquire today. In Jackpot City Gaming here in the city, 9 a.m. till 2. They are open all hours of the night. Progressive jackpots, tactics, gaming rooms, bingo, Vegas-style games, and now they are fully licensed at 251 at First Avenue in Timmins. And we're getting set for our next big VIP bingo giveaway coming up in September. So be watching our show, and we'll give you the details on how to win that. And free quotes for your commercial space, your residential space with DAP Cleaning Solutions, cleaning service, carpet cleaner, janitorial service, stripping, waxing floors, windows, any job that you need sanitized, give Andrew a call and she'll give you a free quote today, 705-465-3500. In fact, you can book now for your carpet cleaning, strip and wax jobs for your commercial units today. And Hillbilly Customs, get that wood just in time for the weekend bundle. Maybe you went through a weekend bundle this weekend. Well, they're $30, which includes a quarter quart of firewood and 1 dozen farm fresh eggs. And you can find them on Facebook at Hillbilly Customs. And V&M Renovations, where you can join Justin and Max and his team and, get some renos done. You have a fall to-do list. Well, get those free quotes from Max and Justin. And, of course, if you've got things to move around the yard, but you need a bigger shovel, well, you can rent their mini excavator for hire. Even comes complete with the operator. 705-372-3832, vmrenovations@outlook.com. You can send them your email today and get your free quote.
All right, pal. You did it all. You said it all. Now, are we ready to give away some Fall Fair passes?
Fall Fair passes again. Yeah, this is coming up the weekend of September the 10th. We want to get you there for both days, so we're giving away weekend passes. So again, if you typed in the hashtag Fall Fair, just as it is there, you have a chance to win these passes here. And Lori says Hillbilly Customs eggs are amazing. Yes, they are. Very tasty. And Joanne loves that piggy. Too bad I'll be on someone's dinner plate. LOL. Don't tell the kids that.
Yeah, there we go. All right, pal. Here we go.
All right, you ready? Here we go.
It's rocking and rolling.
Who's going to the Fall Fair? You're going to be going for free. The winner, Sylvie Jolie.
There it is. Mark that name down. How's Sylvie going to get her tickets there, Kinsman?
Sylvie, I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to find out where you live, and I'm going to drop these off into your mailbox. How does that sound?
Good. You're a good man. Yes. Yeah. Very, very tired.
Yeah, he's super tired. Joanne is always looking out for us.
Joanne.
We get some rest.
We can never sneak anything by here for sure. But it was a good visit in Thunder Bay. My dad had successful knee surgery, and now my brother and sister are down there to sort of take over the
kind of take the reins. You've done your good deed, put on a lot of gas. Like, remember, you were in I was going to say Metallica. You were at down Motley Crue just a couple weeks ago. Farthest point of you went to the complete opposite ends of the province.
Whatever. You're welcome so much, Sylvie. Hope you enjoy. And we got now, Kinsman. Here's the big test. We had 20 passes. We've given away 2. How many are left?
We've got 18 more weekend passes to give away, and we're going to give away a few more on Tuesday's show and all this week. And there's Lori sleep in tomorrow, Clompy. No taking the day off. We got to stick up our decals on our
we got a full day tomorrow. Yeah,
the studio window. It'll be the first time that we've been in the studio in at the same time in the past couple of weeks there. So
yeah, that's right. Kinsman doesn't give me any days off. Lori, do you see this?
There's no time for that. We don't have time for days off.
Slave driver, this guy. All right, pal. Can't wait to see what the office looks like. Haven't been there in a week. I don't know if you touched the vacuum at all.
I did touch the vacuum. My little guy though, you'll see little footprints in there. So. Not sure if he walked in afterwards, but he gives a thumbs up to your basketball net. He liked your basketball net.
All right. Well, there it is. All right, my dude. I'll see you in the morning.
All right. And if you're driving by 67th 3rd,
oh yes,
things just might be a little cockeyed on the windows, but hey, at least we can give an A for trying, right?
An A for trying.
B minus.
You may hear a lot of cursing on 3rd tomorrow.
Well, look at those pictures in the background there. We're really going to trust us with the decals on the front of our window space.
That's right.
It's going to be a chore, but lots of fun. And then we're off to where are we going tomorrow? We're going to Rubber Boot Farm tomorrow. That's going to be fun too.
This is how you see straight, Kinsman. All right, I look pretty good tonight, right?
I do. It's the metal plate in my head.
Yeah. Hang up the letters. It looks good.
Aquí, hace tiempo que ya me fui, de que me perdí, que olvidaste, te descubrí, decías que era forever, y no lo pudiste cumplir, yo te quería forever, pero tú me dejaste ir.